Welcome, AfterBuzzers. You are watching the after show for Queen Sugar Season 4, Episode 4, Skin Transparent, where tonight we talk a new murder mystery, the return of Davis and Nova's goodbye. Stay tuned for more.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome back, Queen Sugar fans. We got another brand new episode of Queen Sugar. I am your host, Shaka Smith, joined by my lovely co-host, Directorial.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So we're short some members, but we're going to hold it down.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, we got it covered. Tonight, don't forget, we're going to have your news, your biggies you've seen, and our predictions. So stay tuned for some of those. But let's go into your overall thoughts. For me, this episode was... I like seeing Nova go. So I felt like I'm ready for some new beginnings. And then, of course, we got this new potential mystery. So I'm excited for what's to come. How about you?
I just love Queen Sugar. I feel like it touches on so many topics and themes. I feel like it's a little bit of educational, informative, enlightening, powerful. We learn so much about politics, Black farmers.
Yeah.
This is like a whole brand new topic for me. Like every season I learn something new about the Black farmers. Colorism, school to prison pipeline, racism, you just name it, we just learned all of it.
Yeah,
so.
And then we saw the previews that, we're hitting the the ice and, the border situation, that whole deal. So they're really covering it. I do love the ground they've made, so.
Definitely.
But let's get into our first topic, this new murder mystery. And I don't really know how to feel about them introducing this random, to me it feels very random. I like the texture of the story. And I love seeing the flashback because I need something that started to make me humanize Nova a little bit more, so it was nice seeing her in a different, just younger and impressionable, and getting that full story. But I'm confused a little bit about this coming from left field. Ernest, it didn't seem like his character, so I'm a little confused.
Well, you know what? I was going to say, what exactly do you think happened? Do you think he killed them? Do you think they actually end up sexually assaulting her? She suppressed it in the back of her memory? Like, I'm a little confused with you, but also... Yeah. Nova, how are you going to add even more last-minute secrets? You already had this whole falling out with your family, and you still adding more secrets? Like, stop.
Yeah, and things you're not really sure of. Like, you don't, like, speculation now,
Yes.
So...
But what makes me feel like it could be a murder, the way Aunt Vi, I wouldn't say she was defensive, but I felt like she was acting like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I felt like she knew something.
Yeah, like, you didn't play off the murder very well.
Right.
So like, she's been like, what are you talking about?
Right.
She was like,
one-liners. I'm fine with these one-liners.
The darkness?
Yes.
Please tell me you got it, right?
Not all dark corners need light. I said, ooh.
Yeah, and sometimes it's true. Some secrets just deserve to be secrets, And
I feel like that's one, because let's say he did murder these people.
Yeah.
So... Now your father's like a criminal. Like, and if police investigation come about, like, how does this work?
And at this point, it serves no purpose. It's like, so why are they digging further? Are they going to search
the farm?
Yeah.
They're already trying to get Ralph Angel for anything. So now they're like, so let's search this farm, shall we?
Yeah. So I don't know, but it seems out of left field, but. I trust the writers a lot by this point, so we'll see where they're going to go with this.
Yes.
But I'm confused. I don't know. But if you guys are confused, hopefully you're not about listening to our shows and you're listening to Queen Sugar right now and our other shows on AfterBuzz. We want to say thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. If you're on YouTube right now, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. If you're on iTunes, we want those 5 stars. We love your comments. Sure, they got to be all positive. Please. But no matter where you are, please go ahead and leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. Being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant a lot to all of us here, and we do appreciate your support. I know I do. I love reading the comments. I love joining the conversation with you guys afterwards. So tell your friends and go ahead and share and do what it do.
Do all that. You know what to do.
Yeah, exactly, right? So thank you guys. We appreciate it. Yes, in the booth. Well, now we got to talk about, I think we're going to talk about Nova's goodbye first. Let's talk about Nova's goodbye.
Okay.
Because I've been longing for the goodbye. I've been like, let's wrap it up and get out of town. How do you feel about Nova's goodbye and not getting the phone calls picked up and the family kind of alienating her?
I feel like she knew this is like what to expect, so I don't understand how she's trying to play this victim role or have this victim mentality. People need to process things. I feel like she plays with a lot of people's feelings, emotions. This is people's real lives.
Yeah.
And her textbook responses just aren't going to help anyway. And I feel like she's like, well, now I'm ready to talk, so you need to talk to me. Just like her former lover, Chantel, said, like, it's always on your terms.
Yeah.
So...
And she retreats back into this sort of academic discussion.
Yes.
And it's like, this is your family. Yeah.
Yes.
And I haven't felt bad about Darla since, she revealed what had happened. But she made me feel it again. And I actually felt for her character again tonight.
But can we talk about the strength of Darla standing up for herself? Because I feel like a lot of times she's just been so ashamed of her past.
Yeah.
And she allows people, I wouldn't say necessarily to bully her, but... she takes a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she had a moment where she looked like she was going to break, just like in her eyes, and then she kind of was like, no.
Right, and when she came in, stormed in, confronted Nova, I'm like, good for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Nova tried to say, well, no one's going to know it's you. You're the person I gave the most benefit of the doubt for. I changed the name. She's like, anybody with half a brain in St. Joseph Parish is going to know it's me.
And not to mention, it's really about Blue. He's going to know it's me, and that's what matters.
I'm so concerned about Blue because kids can be cruel.
Oh, yeah.
Kids can read. Sometimes
their parents will talk,
I was about to say gossiping, and they could overhear. I don't know. I just feel so bad.
And I feel like it's inevitable that we're going to see that happen, and that's going. And we've seen this beautiful childhood, and I'm afraid as a viewer that getting ruined for us, but for the character as well.
Yes, I feel like she's going to snatch his innocence away from him. Blue is so innocent right now. Just he's just.
Yeah, he's still not fit. He's got instincts, but he still doesn't know what's happening.
Exactly. So
it's going to be tough to watch. Nova's goodbye. Did you feel good when she walked out that door?
You know what? Yes and no. No, because I know she's coming back.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a disruption among the book tour. She's going to have to come back. She's not staying away for 6 whole weeks.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't feel any remorse. I didn't feel any sadness for her. I do feel like it's time for her to go, but once again, she didn't do anything to try to rectify it. I mean, she tried to make some phone calls, tried to stop by Unbiased Shop, but the damage is already done, and you need to go 10, 20 times harder. Yeah. And then it's not helping that you're still releasing family secrets. Yeah. That's not going to help. So.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Exactly.
And of course, we also had the return of Davis.
Okay.
I actually liked Davis and Charley together. And there was a moment, I want to say it was last season, where I thought maybe there could be some sort of reconciliation. But, all bets are off when the kid, the new child came in, Tia. And I thought, wow, she's really done with Davis. But I liked how she stood up for herself as well.
I think she played that part very well. She kept it together, held her composure. Yeah. Because I don't know.
Without being disrespectful to Tia,
Yes. So I'm very proud of her. Yeah. It didn't come off as the angry black woman, but she was definitely disappointed more so. Yeah. Davis, come on, dude. No. You can't show to the doorstep talking about, I said I had a surprise for you. Like you have some McDonald's or a milkshake or something. You came with a whole human being that you kept a secret,
for a full life. Oh my gosh.
And that's just a reminder of the double life that he was living, that he
all
had.
The years.
Yes. Yeah. So can you imagine all those emotions start coming back? Yeah. Anger, sadness, resentment. And then, you're like, how did I not see this? How did I not recognize this?
And you have to reinterpret every event that took place in your life. Yeah.
Yes. And then, what I didn't like also, he said, Micah didn't tell me that you would be home. So this is my house. Whether I'm here or not, it does not matter.
You should have been talking to me in the first place.
Exactly, especially right. So, and then offered her to come to breakfast the next morning. I'm like, this is a lot. Yeah. This is a lot that you're expecting.
He wants a new family.
Yes, but do you think that his underlying, motive was to have Charley help raise Tia with him?
Well, I feel like Davis wants Charley back. So raise Tia, but have its family back. And so I think he wants to introduce Tia and use Tia to have Charley embrace her, and then kind of get her back. So I think that's something, and I think Charley may have some, between Romero and the Landry, Jacob, and I think she's gonna have her hand full,
Yes, definitely.
So we'll see. But Charley, I don't know how much more she can take, but because she's been a woman on fire, but everyone's coming after her, and she's having to fight so many battles. I loved though the one-on-one between her and Miss Landry. That was nice. Yes. What did you think about that?
I felt like Miss Landry sort of tried to put her in her place, if you will.
Yeah.
That quickly backfired.
Yeah. the line that you wouldn't have even been able to walk here.
Yeah.
What did you think was going to come after that line? Like, that was
Ooh, that's like pent-up aggression, and that's something to be like, oh no, I'm gonna handle all of this. And they sort of used her as that token black woman to be the face for the organization, and now they're going through her land, the black farmers' land, to build this huge highway. I'm like, ugh. But I knew that was gonna happen. Or not that specific scenario.
But there was something they were being set up for.
Which was why I was so skeptical of Charley even going into business with them in the first place. She thought she was going to be able to outsmart them and not trying to take away any of her credibility or anything. But I feel like when you come to a new town, a new city, she just jumped right in. You have to learn the landscape and learn, the dynamics.
But I think, Charley was boxed in, and she saw that maybe there was some sort of olive branch from her and sort of trying to save the business, and she thought maybe they were on the side for a moment, but we always knew she was going to come back with something to kind of get Charley out, and the question was exactly what it was going to be.
Do you think everything is going to go through? Do you think he's going to get elected as a city councilman? Do you think
the fact that Charley told her that she knew that already means Charley's got another plan? And so, I think right now Charley is, like, she's at peak Charley levels where she's fighting all these battles, and I think she thrives off of it, but I wonder if she's going to end up taking on more than she can handle,
Well, what do you think they're holding over the councilwoman's head? What do you think? How do you think they got her out of office?
It could be anything,
maybe
she took a bribe, or maybe she took a little bribe, or this or that, or
See, I want that to develop a little bit more. I like that juicy.
But also she's older, so maybe she, it didn't take much. Maybe she's planning to retire a few years anyway. So
no. I'm not going for that
you think they push her out in something big?
Yes, I think the black farmers are going to find out that Charley was in business with the Landrys and that she not made this happen, but
but that somehow it's part of her fault. So
I feel like it might be another falling out with Charley and the black farmers, and even just the whole community,
and maybe even see which side Michael will take. So,
good point.
Sometimes, like, what have we missed? Have we missed anyone? There were just so many key points.
Yes,
but I think we covered most of it.
Oh, I do want to say this about Anvi. When you have that gut-wrenching cry in the bathroom on the floor.
Oh, man.
Like, and I'm glad Hollywood let her have that moment. Yes, as opposed, you saw he was about to jump up and, go in there to see what was going on, and then he stepped back and, no. I'm actually glad that she let out that gut-wrenching cry, because I was concerned. Like, she's going to have, like, just a breakdown. I was like, when is her breaking point, you know? And then she was taking it out on the workers, and I'm like, Anvi. But also, Nova, again, you're messing with Aunt Vi's health. Now, I had a cousin who had lupus, and being in stressful situations and environments, definitely not good.
Not good,
No, not at all. And it flares up the lupus. So I'm kind of concerned about Aunt Vi's just health with all this stress going on. And
if Jimmy comes back, man, I don't even know. I don't even know what's going to happen, man. Well, we also got our news and our predictions. So let's get into our news right away.
Okay, so if you loved this episode, as much as we did, today's Numa Perrier. Am I saying this? Perrier. Thank you. This was her first TV directorial debut, so congratulations. You did an amazing job. And recently she won the Best Narrative as the Best Director for Jezebel at the American Black Film Festival. So shout out to her. And I love how Ava DuVernay is giving people their chance to shine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Passing that torch. The director said a few of her favorite scenes from tonight's episode was Nova's flashback, which we could all agree because it's giving us a lot, context, or it's opening a new layer to a storyline. And also the final moment between Darla and Ralph Angel. And I know you were a fan of Darla and Ralph Angel getting back together. Was that
No.
Okay, that was Candy. Okay, no, you're done with them. No. Do you feel like they might?
That was a beautiful moment, but no, not too much has happened.
Too much has happened,
but it was a beautiful moment. I agree. It was one of my favorite moments, just to see them connect on that level, that raw emotional level, because they have a connection. But too much has happened. You
don't think trial is going to bring them together? Trial and tragedy and all that?
No, but it's all because you did what you did and you lied to me. Like a lot of what they're going through is because of what she did, and then the subsequent lies afterwards. So You know what I mean? So we're in the hard spot together because you put us in the hard spot. So.
You know, look, Darla, she's getting a soft spot for me. Before I didn't like Darla, but I'm growing to like her.
I felt bad again. It's the first time I felt bad for her again since, like, you know, the big reveal. Mm-hmm. But yeah, not to be together.
Okay, so you're not for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Co-parent.
Deesh is a nice breath of fresh air.
Yeah, we missed our girl tonight. So we have the Big Easy scene.
Yeah, so if you guys are first-time listeners, our Big Easy scene, again, is a little flavor of New Orleans where it's set in Louisiana, and so you're going to hear a little bit about the texture and the tapestry of the city.
Yes. So today, we're going to have a little fun with it. We're just going to talk about a few fun facts about the city of New Orleans and the state of Louisiana in general. Now, did you know that Louisiana is the only state that does not have counties?
I did not know that.
You know,
they have parishes.
Yes,
yeah.
I was going to say the St. Joe
Parish.
I think I did.
Yes.
Yes. And the city originally was developed in a rectangle block, now known as the French Quarter. But they believed, and this is very ironic, that the area was safe from hurricanes.
Oh,
so yeah,
wow.
you know, with everything from Hurricane Katrina is so crazy. Like that's very just ironic. That originally that was what they thought. The first Mardi Gras celebration, actually not in New Orleans.
What was it?
I never would have suspected that. Shout out to Mobile, Alabama.
What?
Yes.
Wow, a whole different state.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So they're responsible for holding the first Mardi Gras celebration.
They better bring it back.
I was say they don't get any credit.
Yeah, I need a Mardi Gras part 2. Yeah.
If you're a sports fan, New Orleans Saints one and only Super Bowl win in 2010. The Superdome, which is the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, is the largest enclosed arena in the world.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you're a favorite or a frequent visitor, I should say, of New Orleans, such as me, you know that you know that alcohol is nonstop. You get it through the drive-thrus, they give you to-go cups everywhere. So it just speaks about the culture and just, you know,
the Big Easy.
Yeah, the Big Easy. You know. Now, next time you go to a casino, you should thank New Orleans because the city holds the honor and the title of inventing craps and poker.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. See, all that's rich.
All that rich.
Yes. And just a few more things. You know, New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And the first opera was performed in New Orleans back in 1796.
The first opera.
Yes.
Wow. In the United States. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, in the U.S. Yes. So in 1796.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah. So it's a lot of firsts for the city.
Yeah, New Orleans is a rich culture.
Yeah, definitely.
we don't always see sometimes the positives, you know, Queen Sugar, but they do show us a nice tapestry of the city, though. They do.
That. I love that.
So, and then of course we got to get to our predictions.
Okay.
Predictions.
Yes. These predictions can go so many different ways. Okay.
Yeah.
Charley in this clinic, I don't know.
Well, I mean, we already saw a little. Not looking good.
I think it's going to go left real quick. So that's definitely one of my predictions. I felt this little murder mystery.
Yeah.
I feel like the people who were potentially murdered, their family is going to come out demand answers. Because remember, Nova said, I never saw them again. Now, St. Joe's Parish is super small.
Yeah, so...
And what you mean you never saw them again?
But shouldn't there be a lingering, shouldn't you have grown up knowing there were two people missing? You know what I mean?
But sometimes, you know, when you have thoughts or emotions, you want to suppress those thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
Just like she said, I went out there, she was kind of scared, like, oh crap. Yeah. And she said she never, wondered at night again. Yeah. So she probably just suppressed that in the back of her mind.
And your prediction is that Ernest did kill them and that she was or was not assaulted, or it was just that based on the words they had said?
My prediction is that we haven't heard the end of this.
Okay,
and it's going to cause maybe some legal drama. Something, blast from the past is going to come up. The Landrys, and that whole debate and what's going on with them.
Yeah.
It's about to get juicy. It's about to
get
of course. They're about to go. They're both about to go for blood. Charley, because I feel like Charley feels she's been played, essentially, which she has.
Yeah.
And the Landrys, they don't like Charley coming in and just taking authority like that. They're like, know your place, little girl. Know your place, little black girl.
Yeah, of course. Man, predictions on this one. Yeah, this murder mystery threw me. So I'm not sure. I mean, someone's gonna. Yeah, it's got to be someone coming back from the past. So what's the point of this? So maybe someone, and that might be a connection with the Landrys, the Boudreaux. It might go deeper. You know, I think Charley and Romero may not survive what's going to happen to this clinic and the difficulties there.
Yeah.
And there may be an opening for Charley and Davis again. There may just be. I mean, she's real angry about it now, but over time, and maybe with a new kind of daughter in the scene, if she ever spends time with her and starts to like her, and then they kind of spend time together, I think Davis might find an opening again with Charley.
You know what? I don't like that prediction. I don't like what Davis did, how he did it. I don't like any of that. But I do see Charley, even though she puts on a tough exterior, I do see her stepping in as a mother figure to that child.
Yes.
Get that soft spot.
And
especially
probably,
Micah and her developing that relationship. Yes.
Yeah, because I think Micah, she may not have that mother-son relationship with Micah, at least for a while now. So
right.
She may actually get that with Taya.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
How about Darla? Do you think Darla's going to hold up under this stress? Because we'd always, I remember the season 1 and season 2, we were really concerned about her relapsing. She looks like she's strong now, but do you think she will hold up under this? Because I don't know if she might eventually, if people start to know it's her and she gets taunted, or there's any fallout, losing jobs or losing work, I don't know if she'll be able to deal with that stress and remain sober.
I would agree with you. However, I feel like tonight's episode opened up a brand new layer of, like I said, just her standing up for herself, having that confidence. I mean, her anger turned into, it was pain, it was anger, it was a little bit of all of it. And a lot of times, maybe when she was on drugs and alcohol, like going through her binges, it might have been like a lot of feelings and emotions that she was going to, anger, sadness, depression, all of that. But today, with tonight's episode specifically, she stood up for herself. So I think we might be surprised by Darla and just her confidence level and trying to protect Blue at all costs.
But I think she'll be challenged, especially if Blue hears word and, like, for a day doesn't want her to be around him because he's processing or whatever it is, in his little way. I think that could really cause some trouble for her, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a lot of good predictions.
Oh, man. Well, we got another exciting episode next week. We're on next week, yes?
Yes, we are. Yes.
So, guys, we will be back next week, hopefully with a fuller panel. But this was awesome. I'm glad for you to join me. And just amazing. So we'll see you guys next week.
Yes.
Again, Shaka Smith. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, Shaka Strong.
And I'm Dontera Terrell, all social media at Dontera Terrell.
See you guys.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.